if thou art of mortal mold. Wanting always to be your young wife, I'll die and get purple and black. Therefore, I am wanting to make death more like a story. A story is a thrilling thing to hear or be inside. Orpheus, torn apart by Maenads, sounds clean practically. A story is capable of cleaning things up. Wanting always to be your young wife, I'll die and get purple and black. A story so dark it ends like this. So long, you die, me too. Imagining a funereal bier burning on water at night. Blaze of light on water. It is an orange and glossy celebration. I would love it if each death were a glorious death with a glossy celebration, instead of so little seeming, 60 folks milling about on Berber carpet at the Jeter Memorial Funeral Home. At least the entire success of the dead is a glorious skyscraper we live inside. To live among the technology and materials of the dead, their many contributions jingling from the sky. Wanting always to be your young wife, I'll die and get purple and black. I'll fall apart like a cobweb, and before that I'll break, probably. All the dead skeletons dancing in the earth, wishing us well, infants that we are, flying across the sky, in silver tubes worrying, with a crooked list of priorities. You must needs arrange your priorities, continue to work, your integrity securely pinned about you. Gather the sleepy puppy of your husband. Get your skin-to-skin contact while you're able. The last time I read, my husband told me that I did not clarify the difference between the poems, so this is the second poem. Follow me, dark and dismal as it is. I am 5'5", female. I have curvy hair. It is the color of a polished penny. I am special in the way that you are special, which is to say, not very special, except in the sense that we are a particular identity, deciding and thinking many, several particular things. Your special moments are occurring now. Your special thoughts are occurring now and continuously, but are so wispy and curve-shaped. Intelligence is so wispy and practically barely there. Miraculous each time it occurs, the sentence spilling out your teeth. You deserve more of an applause or a rest for having made it thus far, for having occurred thusly. This is the third poem. But man was not born for perfect happiness. In the suburbs, there are white teeth. Crispy, white, frosty, white, snow-capped, frozen, fluorescent teeth. Poor people have more realistic teeth, sometimes much more beautiful, wide-toothed, gapped smile like a blow to the guts, sometimes less so, a curled fist of teeth in a modest and apologetic mouth. To be modest and apologetic makes one more lovable, especially when the teeth are like a claw of a hand. Sometimes there is a single tooth which is way too forward, or one that hangs in the shadows, a shadow tooth, or a dragon tooth pointing the way to righteousness. Also teeth which are totally the wrong shape. Also the pharaohs lying on slabs, doused with gold and inlaid turquoise, and eyes fashioned deliquescent contours, in a room of gold chairs and steady oxen, and stars on the teeth, and teeth ground down in the mouth, from a lifetime of minute grains of sand. It is a terrific mouth of pain. Lapis lazuli, gold, honey, sex, and our delicate, 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 delicate teeth. And now with more serenity. I miss the old people who are real grown-ups, who cared more about farming than their interior lives. Make a mayonnaise sandwich and fetch the water jar. Run it out to granddaddy over yonder. Old people more concerned with the correct way of cultivating animals and plants than with plunging or plundering their inner depths. Church was for pantyhose and Sunday songs. Let me fix you biscuits and gravy. Come on to the back porch and shell these peas with me. Old people, strong as a cow or a barrel full of dill, playing dominoes in lamplight. The efficacy of regular work, smoothing away shards of inadequacy and disappointment. No space for a full evening of self-doubt. I'm going out to check the kittens in the barn. When we were driving here today from Houston, my husband and I researched the types of cats native to Texas. I think there's 6. The main ones, though, are mountain lions and bobcats. The more you know. Okay. Being pretty is how a museum feels. Being pretty is how a museum feels. All the money located in one firm spot. Like someone owns a mansion and they invite everyone to the mansion to sometimes drink wine and listen to smart people think smart things, wearing perfume or cologne and spare jewelry and black clothes and shaved legs and clean hair. That is a museum, the location where it's luxury to gather and hear intelligent things. Luxury to drink wine in a rarefied mansion where even the common people can see pretty things and drink. The common people exist together among the pretty and expensive things, having and learning an expensive way to be or think. I mean, it's a benefit and it's expensive to learn intelligent thoughts and to be among luxury and beneficial and intelligent things, like being a color or a special object in a museum, to be pastel or aqua or an intense and antique blue. Pretend there is a mansion with a lawn strung for lights for an evening party, and we are in that party, and the light is dimming, and in the sky, I am talking about that color blue. In a museum, you experience that kind of feeling like a light which is deep, nuanced, or curved. Again, it is lucky that the wealth has been gathered so generously to one firm spot. A museum is a mansion for where the common folks to sometimes live, and in so living have a chance to think some rarefied thought. It is a feeling when one is in a museum, when it is evening and deep blue. The economy is synchronized and delicate. The economy is synchronized and delicate, or it is robust, like a red wine or a flavor of coffee beans clipped in a brown paper bag. Something sort of expensive and shipped over the sea, for which to satisfy our complex and robust hungers. Robust could describe a young man in a painting, cutting swaths of wheat with a scythe, in a field that is gold and yellow. It is the wheat and the late sun. The light falls in pools and slants. It is the 19th century in my hypothetical painting. His delicate white shirt is damp with sweat. It is nice to believe that his mind is smoother or simple, like a passageway painted white in a more primitive town. Before the economy got to be so sinuous and having such long, delicate fingers, the economy lies lightly or tightly on the earth like a wreath. It is a loosely connected network. The barges carry the containers which transport the boxes which hold the things across the earth. It is a type of sorcery, or it is a highly organized delivery system, deriving energy from various nodes, made of persons and products and types of desires which sprout or languish, deriving energy also from desperation, actual need, also from longing which may be laid out languidly or casually like an outfit across a bed. Desperation like an intense and immediate need for food. Desire meaning to imagine oneself golden, wire-thin, very cool or interesting, on an intensely blue water or an intensely white beach glaring against white sand. The economy, like a perfectly conditioned person, may seem temporarily to be robust or just right. Like a person laying out in just the right climate heavily upon some warm sand. I live among the economy in a brick house. I open the things and I throw away the plastic. For as long as I'm able, this will be a pristine household, with a crisp and cool conditioned air, with water that runs from the taps, and outside still some wild, harmless animals, a falcon or a hawk, a swarm of 100 maybe delicate and non-aggressive bees, a slender snake, a dozen newly grown toads, packages from Amazon arriving every other day, the freeway alive with 100,000 cars, thriving into the city. The economy causes a man to suffer robustly, or a woman to profit so that joy creeps throughout her life, delicately like a familiar face suffused with warmth. From the refrigerator, she removes the delicate foods, in a house that is cool, in a yard that is picturesque and safe. It is turbulent to be a person. It is turbulent to be a person filled with wishes, to say I want amid the swarm of desires being emitted across the earth. It is redundant and it is self-important. Let us try it now. I want a trampoline. I want to tramp loudly throughout the house. I want to trample upon the achievements of mine enemies who wrong me with each innocuous success. Through our desires, we come to know ourselves, meaning your desires could confirm the nature of your values. E.g., a man may wish to be seen as powerful. A woman might want to be seen to be pretty. Or, like a person may want to be left alone all day to watch the shows and eat something really salty or delicately balanced. A person may want to remain in the warm pool of bed a little longer, or to create something very meaningful, to live her life as an elegant experiment, also to have effusive thoughts, also, and etc. Desire pecks at every person like a shadow. It is his great companion. In a swarm of desires, we are overcome. We are confused or overwhelmed by their numerous branches. We lay down as if to die or sleep in a thicket of desires. Having stumbled in a thicket of shadowy desires, one desire chooses us for a favorite. It stings our lips. If we are lucky, one desire stings our lips and beckons us toward life. Thank you.